Hi there, my magical star beings. This is Psychic Siren Tarot, and welcome to the channel. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at what is something they want to tell you that they've never told you before. So this is for the person in your mind. Keep the person in your mind while looking at all three piles and see which one you are most drawn to. So please be aware this is a general reading, so only take what resonates to leave the rest. For pile number 1, we have Mahogany, Obsidian. And we have the card Curiosity. For pile number 2, we have this green Aventurine crystal. And we have Momentum. And for pile number 3, we have this golden cat's eye heart. And we have Resolve. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile. Pick whatever pile you're most drawn to, the one that is calling out to your soul the most, and that will be your pile for today. Once you're done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I'll see you at your reading. Hi there, my pile number 1s. If you chose this Mahogany Obsidian crystal and the card Curiosity with Apophyllite and Jupiter, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at what is something they want to tell you that they never told you before. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. So I'm going to go ahead and add your oracle cards. So spirit guides of pile. Okay, we have Smoky Amazonite, Regular Star, and Abundance, card 17. So your cards are just flipping out. So spirit guides of pile 1, what is something they want to tell them that they've never told them before? We have Moonstone, Crown Chakra, and Transcendence. And I feel an extra card here, Herkimer Diamond, Earth Star Chakra, and Alignment. Okay. Now I'm going to look at your tarot cards. So, spirit guides of my pile number 1, spirit guides of my pile number 1s. What is something they've want to tell pile number 1s that they've never told them before? What is something they want to tell pile 1 that they've never told them before? Okay, you just have a lot of cards popping out. At the back of the deck, we have the Magician. And, you know, on this card, it has a bell that kind of reminds me of notifications. So I don't know if you and your person like to speak on the phone a lot, for some of you watching. So we have the 6 of Pentacles. We have the Fool. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the High Priestess. We have the 7 of Cups. I'll check that these are in frame now. Temperance. The 4 of Swords. And then we have a few extra cards that I'm going to put to the side for now. At the back of the deck, we have the Magician. Okay, so my pile number 1s, as I tap into energy, I feel that this person wouldn't necessarily tell you something, but ask you something here with Curiosity as your main card. And there's a kind of storyline here. So I'm feeling into your energy, and I feel the energy of heartbreak and pain. And you maybe haven't had the best of experiences in life. You maybe haven't had an easy life. Okay, you've gone through a lot of hardships. There's been a lot of struggles on your journey. But you still managed a way to find inner peace, to transcend that, to rise above that, like the phoenix rising. You still managed to gain a lot of strength and resilience even through those experiences. And I feel what your person would tell you is a question like, how is it that you're so strong? How is it that you're so resilient? How is it that you've been able to remain hopeful even when you were going through those struggles, even when you were going through certain hardships, how did you remain hopeful? And how is it that you transcended that? How is it that you rised above those hardships and pains and found your inner peace through that? I also see them maybe asking you. So a lot of this is going to be questions they're curious about towards you with curiosity. Things they've never asked you before but have wanted to ask you. So there's also something here about the Earth Star chakra standing out quite strongly because I feel it at the bottom of my foot. So there's something here about you having life put pressure on you. Maybe not being in a state where you were quite grounded growing up, or something put you off balance physically, because I feel it in my right foot. So your physical experiences that you wanted were not there. The physical stability that you wanted was not there. Maybe some of you dealt with financial struggles in the past, or grew up in a family that was quite chaotic, or you just didn't have the stability you were looking for physically in some way. Doesn't matter what it is, but something about that is coming through. But you've managed to take those challenges, let it put pressure under you, and let it turn you into the diamond you are today. And this person is wondering, curious as to how you let these struggles, these challenges that were pushing you down, suffocating you, turn you into a diamond, put you into alignment with your deepest dreams and desires, with your biggest wishes. Because we have the genie lamps here and, a bunch of coins here, there's something about you transcending those negative experiences and gaining what you wish for. And since we have the magician at the back of the deck, you created this for yourself somehow. And I think it's your own inner magic. And you are that diamond soul that gets put into alignment and gets put into this diamond. I almost want to say facility. Like, Spirit is showing me those machines that make things. It's like you were created into the diamond you are, even though you went through those experiences. And you found a sense of groundedness even after that. You found a sense of peace and stability even after that, and rooted yourself back in to the reality you want to be in. You shifted timelines. You completely changed your reality. Went into a new beginning here with the Fool. And I think part of it has to do with your intuition. One thing I want to mention is apophyllite is linked to astral travel, clairvoyance, psychic visions, cosmic quests, and expanding our consciousness. And we have the High Priestess here. So there's something, even Moonstone here with Crown Chakra. All these pointers lead me to your intuition helping you escape from a situation that was negative and helping you build the reality you actually wanted to live. Because when I look at the Little Mermaid here in the Fool card, she escaped the reality where she had that controlling, possessive father. Well, some can disagree. Maybe he wasn't so controlling. Maybe he just wanted to protect her. But she was a free spirit. She needed to be free. She wanted to explore the human world, but he didn't want her to. So she did it anyways. And, you may not resonate with the story of the Little Mermaid, but you were maybe stuck in an environment that you felt you didn't belong in, that you felt wasn't for you. And you completely transformed yourself to the reality you wanted to live, like she transformed herself from a mermaid into a human, because she wanted to explore the human world. So your person would ask you, how is it that you completely transformed this? And I think the answer here is through following your intuition, through following those little nudges, that curiosity that you had, and that kind of adventurous quality you have within. And by remaining that free spirit you are, remaining headstrong to the life you want to live, even if others may have disagreed with the vision you had, you followed your vision and believed in it and created it. put yourself into alignment with it first energetically and then into alignment physically. And it seems here you have created a lot of luck here with Jupiter for yourself, expansion and growth within your life. But you've also created some sort of abundance for yourself, either physically, internally. Something about abundance is coming through here. And something about healing from the past, alchemizing from the past. Not giving up on yourself and having the universe be generous towards you because you took action on something you believed so much, even though to the public eye it may seem impossible for a mermaid to turn into a human. But it's a magical new start, a new beginning that you believed in and hence came true. So this is what they would ask you instead of tell you. Now let's take a look at the rest of your cards. Knight of Cups, the Four of Cups, Strength, Ace of Swords, the Moon, Seven of Pentacles, Page of Cups. Okay, pile number 1. Before I analyze these cards, I do have a small favor to ask from you. In the last 3 months, 60% of people who watch my channel didn't subscribe. So if you've ever liked any of the videos I posted or you like this reading up until now, can you please do me a favor and hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet? Your support means the world to me, and I'm so grateful to anyone that supports this channel as you help it grow. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed the rest of the reading. So, speaking of growth, you've completely outgrown your previous environment and you trusted your intuition. You followed it because you believed in it so strongly. And what I want to say here is some people looking from the outside are stuck in illusionatory thinking, illusionatory mindsets where their limited beliefs hold them back subconsciously. And they believe their reality is the true reality. So, for example, this could be an example of someone believing that they're meant to be an artist, but everyone believes the only way to create abundance is through a 9-to-5. And, they're stuck in, they're thinking of this is the truth. This is reality. But then you create a whole different reality that's completely and seemingly impossible to them. But it's possible to you. The reason I say so is because this one little raccoon is looking at this false moon, thinking it's the real moon, and then this raccoon's looking at the real moon. So there's something about other people looking at the situation and thinking what? You completely discombobulated their mind, where they're like, what? What I thought was impossible is now possible. Even here with Cinderella, the story of Cinderella where she has the magical fairy godmother let her go to the ball and change her outfit and turn something into a carriage. It seems like the changes you've created in your life, the growth you've created in your life seems utterly impossible and magical. And what I think here is the divine led you here. For some reason, I'm hearing Dungeons and Dragons. I don't know what that is. So this is what your person would ask you. Also with the moon here, there's something about you being so intuitive. And, maybe your person wanting to ask you, how is it that your intuition is so strong, first of all? How is it that you're able to believe in your dreams so much? How is it that you're able to trust in yourself so much? And, when you noticed that you were not satisfied with the reality you had, how did you break free from mental challenges, mental limitations that you maybe had, some illusionatory thinking that you maybe had? How did you burn that away and work through that? And what did you do to really create this reality? What steps did you take? What action did you put in with the Seven of Pentacles? What work did you do either on yourself or on physical work to create the situation that you wanted? Also, your person would ask you, how is it that you're still such a loving, compassionate person, Queen of Cups, even though you never exactly maybe received that in return or had people give that to you, how it is that you're so loving and your love for people and humans and life is so strong, even though you went through so many challenges and hardships. So I'm hearing the song Dreams Can Come True. So there's something, it's like, dreams can come true, look yeah, baby. That song. So it's like, how is it that you were able to create these dreams into a reality? So we see that same theme here. So we have courage, strength, fierceness, and family, card 2. Some of you have worked through family wounds, have healed your inner child, and they may want to ask like what you did to do that. How is it that you became stronger? How is it that you are so resilient? How did you become so fierce and strong and courageous with pure belief in yourself? How is it that you found clarity? How did you plan towards this? And how did you release illusions preventing you from creating this change with the number 5? And power over difficulty, reclaiming your power, card 32. And lastly, twin flame, soul partner, eternal connection. You saw me shuffle those cards. So I don't know. When I pulled your intro cards, I pulled Jupiter and Curiosity, and then there was another card that came out with the South Node, talking about like past life connections. In this case, since we're doing a reading on, someone specific in your life. So there's something about your person feeling as though something to do with you is faded, something to do with your connection is not a coincidence because there are so many synchronicities. And you two are so similar in a way, even with these 2 swans here, that they see a lot of themselves in you. And so, like, there's something here about them maybe asking, like, do you think we're soulmates? Do you think we're meant to be? Or, like, I don't know if this person knows about twin flames. If they do, maybe they'd say, like, do you think we could be twin flames? Do you think, like, that you are my other half? Do you think that we're meant to be? Do you believe that, like, magical love like that exists? Talking about more spiritual things like soulmates, things like that, twin flames, past lives. Like, do you believe we've maybe met each other in a past life? Kind of being curious and asking about that. And then also, like, how you reclaimed your power, how you gained strength over this difficult moment, how you were more powerful than the difficulties standing in your way. So this is your reading pile number 1. I really hope this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye! Hi there, my pile number 2s. If you chose this green Aventurine crystal and the card Pyrite, Mars, and Momentum, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at what is something they want to tell you that they've never told you before. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. So I immediately get this intuitive message here. Mars can, be the planet of anger, aggression, war, but also our ambition, what drives us to move forward. And it can also deal with the energies of sexuality, our bedroom life. Maybe they'd want to tell you something like, ooh, you look sexy in that. Probably they've told you that before. If this is a romantic connection you're asking about, or like, ooh, you would look really sexy in this, like, or like tell you like, ooh, I want to do something with you here, like try something out here. I'm not gonna go into too much detail, like this is not an 18+ reading, but you can use your imagination. But then there's also something here about you being able to balance out, because as I look at these two pillars here, I'm getting this kind of feeling of duality, right? And how you're able to balance out your anger with that feeling of love. I was incredibly drawn to green aventurine, specifically this one. And green aventurine is a crystal of the heart chakra since it's green. So there's something here about them like asking you like, how is it that you're able to balance out, or telling you like, I'm so proud of you, because Mars energy here, I kind of get this feeling of them praising you, or like, I'm picking up on Leo Mars energy in the sense of like praising you and, telling you like, I'm so proud of you for this, giving to you in some way and saying like, wow, you're someone that's a great emotional regulator of yourself, where you're able to balance out those two opposing forces of anger and aggression, war, to your love, to your heart. And I feel something about the solar plexus energies. Let's just get out all your cards so this can start to make sense to me. Okay. Spirit guides of pile 2. What is something they've wanted to tell pile 2 that they've never told them before? I'm almost hearing like, I want to tell you how much I love you. Like how much you mean to me. And I know they've probably told you that before, but that's something coming up. Because the heart chakra is popping out, the sun with citrine clarity is popping out, and just behind that we have North Node. So maybe there's something about them telling you like how happy you make them, how happy they are with you, how they have clarity that this is the connection they want to be in, that you're part of their future, that they believe, maybe you're meant to be together with the North Node, because the North Node is all about fate, destiny, things like that. And since we have trust at the back of the deck, maybe they tell you like, I trust you with all my heart. That's very sweet. So we have Sunstone, the sacral chakra, and deep knowing. Yes. And we have Larimar, Neptune, and Perspective, card 22. Okay. And the sacral chakra relates to sensuality. So there's something about that coming through. I'm not going to make this an 18 plus reading, but maybe just ask them. Like, I don't know. We have the 5 of Cups with pink tourmaline. The High Priestess with labradorite. Maybe they want to try something new with you. I don't know. We have the 10 of Cups rose quartz. We have the Star with moldavite. And the Hermit with blue chalcedony. And then we also have Temperance with lepidolite and the 8 of Pentacles with zoistite. At the back of the deck, we have the Ace of Pentacles with moss agate. So this is going to sound crazy. Well, not really. I do see you two having like lots of past lives together. You both are very old souls, and I see something about Atlantis, Lemuria, and Egypt very strongly. So, yeah. Okay, my pile 2s. Before we get into analyzing your cards, I do have a small favor to ask from you. In the last 3 months, 60% of people who watch my channel didn't subscribe. So if you've ever liked any of the videos I've posted, or you like this reading up until now, can you please do me a favor and hit the subscribe button? I'm so grateful to anyone that supports the channel, so thank you. Okay, so I'm getting your messages really fast. Even as soon as I got into your reading, I was getting the messages like very fast, in unexpected ways. So there's something here, even like now I'm getting so many messages at once. It's even hard to speak this fast as like my brain is going. But this tells me something. This tells me that they already have things they want to tell you, but have never told you. And I feel like it's maybe out of shyness or not knowing how to describe it. Because what I'm about to say here relates to past life energies, relates to spiritual kind of talks, the deeper, more philosophical, that word, kind of conversations. And in the sense of with the high priestess and Neptune here, Neptune is the planet of dreams, those spiritual realms. It's a very spiritual planet. And the high priestess is like this kind of psychic energy. And I spoke about seeing into your past lives together. And here with deep knowing, it's like even the star, this is connecting to spiritual energies. So there's something here about your person maybe telling you like, and talking to you about these kind of philosophical discussions. Now I can say the where maybe they don't know how to quite explain what they're feeling here intuitively. Like maybe they would start talking to you about past lives and like ask you, do you believe we've ever had a past life together? Like, I believe we've had a past life together because I feel like I know you so well. Like, even when we met, it feels like there's just like this feeling of us instantly clicking or just me feeling like I've known you. And they may try to explain it in a way. And there's something here about like thinking, okay, do you think we're meant to be together? Do you think this is a feeling of like fate? Or telling you like, I think we're fated to be together. I think we're meant to be together because everything has led up to this moment where I'm with you. And I think they would tell you that you two are so similar that they see a lot of themselves in you with the mirrors here. You two mirror a lot of qualities back to each other. This is a highly spiritual connection. And so I hear that song from Barbie. I think it's Princess and the Pauper where she's like, I'm just like you, you're just like me. So there's something about, them telling you like we're so similar. Like, do you realize how similar we are? How many similarities we have? I see them talking about that. There's also something about them, telling you you've been disappointed in the past, you've been hurt in the past, but you can trust them. They're never going to hurt you. They're never going to hurt your heart. Like your heart is safe with them. You don't need to lock it away. Because again, as I close my eyes, I'm seeing mirrors. So it's like we have the same heart. We have the same love. We want to love each other in the same way. And I'm seeing a plan, a map. I have a plan for our future. Like, I want to be with you. That's what they'd say to you. And then again, I see another bigger mirror. So lots of mirrors showing up in your reading. The reason my eyes are closed is because it feels like tears are coming out. So maybe you've been hurt in the past and they'd like almost kiss your hand or kiss you and tell you like you don't have to fear that. They're never going to hurt you or disappoint you intentionally. But I feel, they may tell you that they're so proud of you for healing from this with the star, Moldavite, temperance, alchemizing these feelings and emotions. Going on an internal journey to understand yourself and gain self-awareness and, heal yourself. And with the star, this is maybe making me even feel like I'm clairvoyantly seeing someone take photos of a person and then they're like being like a photographer and like, going in all these different angles to make them look good. So there's something here about them hyping you up in some way. Yeah, something about them hyping you up in some way and digging up the past, burying the past. Digging up the past to bury the past. What do I mean by this? The past, like, disappointments you've been through. Maybe they tell you something like, if you need to talk about those past situations, I'm here for you. I'm going to support you. I'll hug you. I'll hold you. I'll listen. And then, then you can let go of the past. And I was talking about hyping you up. So, them saying like, I'm so proud of you for how you've healed yourself. I'm so proud of you for maybe how you found your own gifts, because I feel like you've had a spiritual awakening. You are very gifted, very psychic. And I was going to say something about gifts because of this crystal. I actually bought it as a gift to myself. It was originally a necklace, as you can see. So even the fact that it was a necklace, maybe there's something about them wanting to tell you they want to buy you a gift. Or, like a necklace is always around our heart or around our throat. Like maybe they tell you, like, I always want to speak to you. I always want to love you, have you around my heart, like a locket almost, I'm seeing. Um, and that they want to grow with you, that they see a future with you, that they see a vision for the future with you. But it may take time, is what I'm seeing clairvoyantly. And it may take growing your connection and building it to a stable connection. But again, they're showing me they have a plan. What they want to tell you that they've never told you before. Okay, Spirit is showing me an episode I watched yesterday of Everybody Hates Chris, where his mother found a bra in the dad's drawer, but it wasn't the dad that was like cheating or anything. It was like a misunderstanding where the daughter like stole someone's bra because she wanted to like, like I don't know, daughter things. Anyways, and Spirit is showing you that scene with the knife where she took the knife and put it in the bra. So maybe there's something about this person telling you like how jealous they would be if you were to leave them or cheat on them or betray them, or like how possessive they actually are, but you may not realize it. That's actually making me laugh. Okay, and I'm also seeing like a flower blooming. So they tell you how proud they are that you've bloomed, that you've grown, that you've cut away the past and grown as a person. And now you can see clearly. Now you have clarity on where you want to go in the future. Now you've gained a different perspective. You've gained the pearl of wisdom from that healing journey. I see them also being proud of you in terms of how you've been able to take action towards your dreams and goals, because Neptune is a planet of dreams. Mars is a planet of taking action, ambition, drive, what moves us forward. So I see they're going to be telling you like, I'm so proud of you for all the work you've done. You've worked so hard on building your life to where you want it to be, on building momentum to your dreams, to your goals, your desires, and having that perspective of truly believing in your dreams, truly thinking big when it comes to your dreams, goals, and desires, and not giving up on yourself, because you have that deep inner knowing that that dream is yours and it's meant to be, that wish is yours and it's meant to be. And I think they'd also tell you how wise you are, how intuitive you are, how gifted you are, and how happy you make them. So I'm going to keep my eyes closed because there's still tears coming out. Like, I don't know, sometimes when I connect to like a very painful energy of the past, like I will feel into that emotion and tears will physically come out. So Spirit is showing me someone writing a letter. They may say this to you like over a letter, or they would say this to you over wine or alcohol, because Spirit's showing me that clairvoyantly. And Spirit is showing me a painting and time. Okay, so Spirit is showing me like a cleansing of the past, the future we want to create with the painting, like the reality we want to paint for ourselves that we dream of painting together, while simultaneously letting go of the past, cleansing away the past. But this takes time. I'm seeing a crown. So it's almost like they're putting the crown on your head, praising you, like complimenting you, giving why can't I speak? Giving you all these compliments, praising you, putting that crown back on your head. And there's something here about like wanting to think about the future they create with you, talk about the future they want to create with you, while also letting go of past things, learning from the past, not crying over spilled milk, and moving forward together. But building this future takes time. It takes work and energy and builds momentum. Okay. For some reason, I'm seeing The Simpsons. Why am I seeing The Simpsons, Spirit? Let me just close my eyes again. Why am I seeing The Simpsons? Okay, so you know how The Simpsons had many, many episodes and it continued and continued and continued to gain a lot of success? It's like, imagine your life with this person was a TV show. You'd have many, many, many seasons together. That's the basis of what Spirit's trying to show with The Simpsons. Um, okay, we have the Chariot with Pyrite. We have the Four of Pentacles with Apophyllite. The King of Swords with Black Spinel. The Knight of Cups with Ruby. We have the Two of Wands with Celestite. The Knight of Swords with Copper. Four of Cups with Pink Halite. And Six of Swords with Aragonite. I keep hearing, I'm proud of you, I'm proud of you, I'm proud of you. They'd say you're always one step ahead. Like, I'm looking at this and it's like, you're able to play the game of life. You're able to level up in the game of life. Even while carrying a lot on your back. In terms of emotional things you've gone through. In terms of, like, maybe carrying the weight of others' responsibilities, things like that. And you've been doing so well. And the decisions you make have led you to beautiful changes within your life. Beautiful changes within you. Where you've bloomed, you've grown as a person. And you've completely transformed your reality to something you were not satisfied. You know, looking at what you were not satisfied with in your life and completely transforming it and shifting the energy. Because it's like, I'm almost getting the image like with the snake, this Ouroboros. It has two sides, right? And let's say we were living in this side of reality. You've jumped to this side of reality, the opposite side, where it's like you're no longer holding on to that previous reality you once lived. And it all has to do with your mental framework, I want to say, like how you've been thinking mentally. I don't even know if framework is the right word to use, but I'm hearing that. It all has to do with the way you've been thinking about your dreams and goals, your mindset, but also your ambition and how you've been taking the work to get there. It's taken work to get there. You've taken action to get there. And you had to move forward and let go of some things from the past, even though some part of you was holding on to it. Okay, and I guess with the Knight of Cups, like they tell you a lot of romantic things, like just how beautiful you are, or how attractive you are, or how handsome you are, like how sexy you are, like give you lots of compliments, tell you lots of romantic things about the future they plan with you, because they clearly have a plan to grow with you in the future. I really get that. Okay, I'm gonna pull some oracle cards now. So, actually, like when I picked up this other tarot deck, this other oracle deck, like these four cards like came out with it. So, the Spider Creative Projects Partnership. So, this is telling me, like they want to weave a web of a reality with you, create a partnership with you, see you as their life partner, maybe even collaborate with you for some. But the spider creates their web for their home to live in. So it's like maybe something about a home, or, creating a stable environment with you where you two can grow together, have an amazing partnership, create a reality where this is possible. But then we have fear and wealth. So maybe they talk to you a little bit about their fears that they haven't spoke about, because I feel the throat chakra energy blockage here from their side, where they want to speak about some fears, but they're scared to speak up and be vulnerable about that. Fear of like not making it when it comes to money, or like, what if the future we can't build it because of that because like of obstacles to do with money, to do with physical stability. So maybe they would open up to you about certain fears they haven't before. Because the truth is they may always look strong, but maybe sometimes they are very worried about the future. So what is something they would tell Pile 2 that they've never told them before? We have sacral chakra, core of creation. So again, like the life they want to create with you, sacral chakra has come up twice. So emotions they feel towards you that they maybe have never told you, like feelings of love, gratitude, etc. Sexiness again, but then core of creation with the sacral chakra makes me think of the womb space, right? So maybe there would be a talk about kids or something like that. I don't know. We have unique gifts and we have luminescence. So talking about their feelings towards you in terms of love, journey to wholeness, crown chakra, the unlimited self, and internal explorer. So they would tell you like how cute and cuddly you are because this animal card is coming out. And we have alignment at the back of the deck. So again, they tell you like they feel like this is meant to be with you. They feel like, they're meant to have this future with you. They feel like they want to. Their inner knowing is telling them this. And you make them feel more like themselves. You make them feel more whole. You make them feel like they're becoming a better person as they're with you. You make them feel as though they're growing. And they learn more about themselves the more they are with you. And they feel as though they have so much love for you in their heart that they could never lose sight of that love. I feel like that's what they would tell you. So this is what I have for you, Pile 2. I really hope this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye! Hi there, my pile number 3s. If you chose this Golden Cat's Eye Heart and the card Desert Jasper, Vesta, and Resolve, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at what is something they want to tell you that they've never told you before for the person on your mind. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. I saw the number 444 and 555 for you, so I get this feeling this isn't necessarily coming from them, but like your connection is protected from outside influences. Like, let's say someone's jealous of your connection, for example, or someone has something to say, like they're so angry that you're together, like maybe they like your person or like you're protected from outside influences. That's coming from your spirit guides. But with 555 and Resolve here, there's something about them wanting to protect your connection by changing something within themselves, by changing something within the connection, by speaking up about something they've swept under the rug, by growing, like telling you they want to grow, they want to change something within themselves. Like maybe resolve something with you from the past that's happened between the two of you, where like maybe they wanted to say sorry, but they never did because maybe they felt bad or they felt extremely shameful or guilty and didn't know how to express what they were feeling at the time. But maybe there's something about resolving everything that's happened with you in the past and growing from that and making steps of action to change that. So spirit guides of pile 3, what is something they want to tell pile 3 that they've never told them before? I almost see a mental image of someone writing a letter and then reading the letter to you, or like practicing the letter before they come to you because like they're extremely nervous to tell you these things. We have Opal, North Node, and Expansion, card 27. And we have Hematite, Root Chakra, and Culmination. At the back of the deck, we do have South Node with boundaries. So this could have been something you have already set a boundary or spoken up about in the past where you're like, this is unacceptable. Like, you can't be doing this. So maybe you called them out in some way. And because of that, they have gone within and saw that their actions were wrong. And there is guilt that they're feeling towards the situation that maybe they would like exclaim. I'm hearing the word exclaim. Let's take a look at your tarot cards. Spirit guides of pile 3, the Wheel of Fortune, the Temperance card, Ace of Pentacles, and Two of Wands. What is something they want to tell pile 3 that they've never told them before? I'm hearing I've cried tears over this situation. Like, this person's very emotional about the situation, more than you know, more than you'd even think. I'm clairvoyantly seeing a situation, a memory in which someone I know apologized to another person I know, and I saw it happen. And the person was crying and hugging them and telling them, like, I realized what I did wrong and I'm so sorry that I did that to you. And they were crying, they were showing real vulnerability. So the memory is not significant, the people are not significant, but Spirit is showing me the energy of what we're seeing here. So maybe there's something about them wanting to talk to you about this and then starting to cry because they're getting real vulnerable with you about what they're feeling. Okay. So we have the Hanged Man, the Seven of Swords, the Nine of Wands, and we have some extra cards with Justice popping out. So you have a lot of cards. Just bear with me, pile 3. So before we go in and analyze these cards, pile 3, I do have a small favor to ask from you. In the last 3 months, 60% of people who watch my channel didn't subscribe. So if you've ever liked any of the videos I posted or you like this reading up until now, can you please do me a favor and hit the subscribe button? I'm so grateful to anyone that supports, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the reading. Okay, so there's something here about them feeling as though you two, in order for you to move forward and grow together as a couple or as friends or whatever you're asking about here, in order for you to reach those new milestones, they need to let go of something from the past. They need to clear something from the past with you. Something about you always smelling good. I don't know why that's coming up randomly. Anyways, I noticed like when I put this oracle deck down, South Node like went to the side and Mercury was here. So there's something about them learning certain lessons with you from past lives to do with communication and to do with like things like this where maybe like they didn't intend to hurt you, but it did hurt you, or like what they intended did not happen, you know, like exactly the way they thought out. And so with South Node represents our past life energies, but North Node represents our future, like who we're meant to become, our destiny, our fate. But in order to step out of the South Node and into the North Node, which in my opinion, I'm not an astrologer, you know, we're not supposed to completely step away from our South Node because that is like lessons we've learned in past lives, gifts we've attained in past life, what we have already mastered and what we are comfortable with. So we've already mastered that. We can take those gifts, those lessons, and still embody that, but have balance with our North Node, with who we are meant to become. But in order to become this North Node version of ourselves, our destined version of ourselves, we do have to step outside of our comfort zone. So there's something here about this person stepping outside of their usual comfort zone to communicate this with you, because it seems that they really struggle to communicate from their heart space. It seems as though they really struggle to communicate something when they feel guilty about it, when they feel bad about it. And this is not to excuse their behavior in any way, but I am seeing it. the root chakra here tells me whatever this is they want to resolve with you. For some of you, like, it's something to do with the communication you've had together. For some of you, it has to do with stagnation in the connection, or, them not speaking about their feelings or being expressive enough, or something they did, like maybe conflict between the two of you. Or for very few of you, I see like a separation and third party, but that's only a very few of you, and you would know about it. This is something you've already called them out on. So whatever this is, like, the root issue comes back from childhood with the root chakra here and the way they were raised. And it's not to excuse their behavior again, but something about the way they were raised didn't show a healthy example of this love. So for example, they could have, let's say you've had challenges with conflict and things like that. They could have grown up in a challenging childhood home where there was always conflict. Or let's say, the problem here is communication. Maybe they grew up in a home where they never communicated things, where they swept things under the rug. It's giving me that type of energy, okay? And there has to be a breaking down of the past energies of what was learned, and unlearn that and build up a new stable foundation so that we can protect your connection, so that we can go towards the future that we believe is possible with the North Node, so that we can step into the destined version of self and expand and grow as a person. So they may want to tell you, like, I want to let go of these past things. They may open up about their childhood and how this influenced them, and say, I want to let go of this and expand and grow as a person. I don't want to stay stuck in this. So there's something here about them seeing their actions, their deceitful actions here with the Seven of Swords, or their wrongful actions from a different perspective, where they have once been asleep, because this depicts a story of Sleeping Beauty. But I'm also seeing a potion clairvoyantly, like a potion to change everything around. And something about them putting themselves in your shoes. So there's something about them saying, I wish something could magically just change this around. And I'm hearing stepping stone, like taking a stepping stone to the future with you. What I just noticed in this card is he's carrying a key in one hand and a wand in one hand. So there's something about wanting to unlock a new door with you to the future, because one head is facing the past, one head is facing the future. But I almost feel like this Nine of Wands needs to be changed around with Temperance. And the Wheel of Fortune is like the change that they're undergoing here, where I feel the throat chakra energies, where they're afraid to talk about their feelings, or afraid to speak about things like this and be vulnerable and say sorry. Like, it's a huge thing for them, but they need to unlock that side of themselves that they're uncomfortable with in order to have this future and change with you, with the Wheel of Fortune in the center of your reading. And as I say this, I feel tingles on my head. So this is messages I'm downloading for you. Ace of Pentacles tells me they want a new beginning with you. So let's take a look at the rest of your cards. And this could have been something that was ongoing, something that happened many, many, many times. We have Justice, Ten of Wands. So there's been a reflection here of their attitude, of their behavior, of their thoughts, of what kept them stuck in the cycle with you. Six of Swords, the Four of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Queen of Wands, the Sun, King of Wands, Nine of Cups, Four of Pentacles. Like, I'm hearing that song by Rihanna where she's like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be the reason why he hurts, like something like that. So there's something about them telling you, like, I don't want to hold on to this pain of my past that has caused me to become like this. I want to self-reflect with the Hermit, understand where this comes from, understand how to change it. Let go of the past that I'm holding on so tightly to. free myself of these restrictions, and hopefully I'll be lucky enough to have the future I wish for with you with the Nine of Cups. I feel like some of it has to do with this person's self-worth, generational trauma. Queen of Wands, Ten of Wands, opposite each other. So for example, let's say it's a problem with communication where, let's say I subconsciously don't feel worthy of love and none of my ancestors have, and I'm breaking that cycle. And so my family has learned to deal with that feeling of unworthiness and almost like act out in ways like a toddler to get that love, because subconsciously we believe we don't deserve it. So subconsciously we believe, our inner child believes that if we were to just ask for that need, we wouldn't get it. So then we throw a tantrum and demand it. And it's not a healthy way of expressing that need. That's an example of the energy. It doesn't have to be exactly as I describe it, but I'm seeing the key again. So we're unlocking something in this person's ancestral line of like the cause of the problem. It's ancestral baggage they need to let go of as I look into this energy. This is not what they tell you, but this is what I'm seeing. It's like a very stubborn problem. Okay. We have strength, Knight of Swords, and the Seven of Cups. So they would tell you that, they want to be completely honest with you. They want to be open with you about the way they're feeling about the situation. They would tell you that they wish to have a future with you, that they wish to be with you, and that they want to grow and learn to communicate these things to you. Because the Page of Swords is opposite Justice, so they want to learn to communicate more. They maybe even ask you questions like, how are you feeling about this? What do you think we should do? Like getting curious as to how you feel. Getting curious as to maybe where you see the connection in the future. And if you believe that the connection is strong enough to make it through this, if you want to hold on, because I'm hearing like hold on tightly to me, never let me go. That's what I'm hearing clairaudiently. Because you are this person's wish fulfillment, and they believe that they're so happy with you that they never want any other connection because this connection is so fulfilling to them. You are exactly their wish come true, their daydream came true of being with you, with the genie lamps here and the Nine of Cups. And they do wish for a future with you, but maybe there's something here about being careful not to get defensive here, because I just crossed my arms. Not that you don't want the future with them, but maybe, maybe they have hurt you. And that's valid, pile 3. That's valid because, if a person continuously hurts us, and even if they don't mean to, it still hurts us. But do you believe that the connection's strong enough to make it through? Do you believe that they can change? And be honest with yourself here. I really do hope they actually have this conversation with you and they gain the courage to do this. They may do it with liquid courage. I'm hearing liquid courage. Alcohol. And I'm seeing strawberries. So they want to be very sweet with you, with their words and actions. And telling you like they wish they can move past this with you and grow with you and become a better person. Become the person you've dreamed of being with, and hopefully have that future with you. Now I'm hearing that song Gabby by the internet where she's like, I wanted you to be the one, and she's like chasing after her in the airport or something. So this person would say like, please don't leave, please don't let me go. Yeah, but I do hope they do talk to you about this pile 3. Let's take a look at your oracle cards. Okay, Spirit Guides of pile 3. There's something here about forgetfulness. Like maybe you open up about feelings, like you said this and it really hurt my feelings. Like when they ask you and they're like, "Did I say that?" And they're forgetful, like, "Did I actually say that?" Look at the card coming out, big picture thinking. They see a vision for your future together, but it is going to take patience to get there from spirit. That's a message from spirit. Okay. So I feel these are messages from spirit, these first two. Inner Earth, you'll survive this new solutions and beginnings. Baby steps, action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. Fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposites extremes of life. So their ancestors almost like are holding you and saying like, sorry that you have to deal with this. Like they're holding you and giving you love right now as you listen to this reading. There are a lot of extremes in your connection, a lot of polarities, but your ancestors and their ancestors are giving you words of encouragement. That if your intuition is telling you that you want to, stick with this person through this and at least try before we walk away, and at least try to find solutions and grow through this and take baby steps towards where we want to be. Let go of any expectations, but just let things flow. And if it's meant to be, it will be. But does your intuition tell you that holding on to this connection is worth it? That it can get better, that it can grow? Or is your intuition telling you to leave this behind because it's caused you heartbreak and pain? Be honest with yourself. What is your intuition telling you? What is your heart telling you? And then take action on that. But take it in baby steps, one day at a time. Don't focus too much on the future or how we're going to get there, but take it one step at a time. And before you know it, you'll be at the top of the stairs and you'll look back and you're like, whoa, we've made it so far. We've grown so much. We've improved. We survived this. Activated Earth, power places, lee lines, trust where you're led. Trust where you're led. Perfectly described. Perspective, none of this matters, zoom out, common ground. Loosen your grip, coping mechanisms, density, addiction, let God. And this is all messages from your ancestors. Wait, it's not yet time, things are being woven. Child of the cosmos, the intelligence of the universe lies within you. Share your song, frequency of sound, diving deep. Messenger, bringing harmony and balance, serious energy. And portal, doors are opening, you decide, rewards, wildcard. So, what your ancestors are also saying here, and their ancestors, is this person may have trouble opening up about this, speaking about this. You can wait and allow them and give them the chance to share this with you at the right moment when they're ready. But you can also take the initiative with portal, doors are opening. Look here. I said before you know it, you'll be up the stairs, and then she walks through the portal. And here she's walking through the portal. That's synchronicity. Okay, so before you know it, you'll be walking through the portal to the new beginning with this person. But you can also take the initiative in the future, if this person doesn't do this, to speak about these things, but don't do it in a way, like, look at your intention when you're doing it. Don't do it in a way where you're bringing anger to the table. Don't do it in a way where you're trying to get this person to apologize, because then you'll be met with resistance. Do it in a way where maybe like even compliment this person and say like, I can see you've grown in this area. Like, I can see you're trying. I can see you're improving. And wait to see if they respond. And if they don't respond like much to that, let them think on that. Let them reflect on that. Give them time is the message here. And let them, share that vulnerability with them. Let them get deep with you, but maybe take initiative to getting deep with them first, based off what your intuition tells you. Like, and what you should tell them. Like maybe start having more conversations with them where you're slowly but surely getting a little bit more deep with them. Imagine like a child learning to swim. They can't, go through these deep waters yet because they don't know how to swim. Think of this person as like they're a child in their emotional intelligence. They have an unhealed inner child. So they still need to learn emotional intelligence, and they still need to learn to be vulnerable and dive deep with you in that emotional frequency of sharing our emotions, but they need to do it in a way that they feel comfortable with. So there's something here about letting go of any expectations, letting go and loosening your grip on what you think should happen, but changing your perspective and looking at this from a higher perspective, from your higher self's perspective, and think, what is my higher self telling me on the situation intuitively? Maybe even meditate on this, because you will receive an intuitive message that tells you what to do next, that allows you to bring harmony and balance back into your connection. But if you feel you want to hold on and wait, and if your intuition is telling you to do so, there may just be a door that opens to something new. So this is where I'll leave your reading. I really hope this reading resonated for you, Pile 3. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye!